Hi, I'm Sophie Jackson, Publisher and Head of Strategic Content at the Treasury Today Group.
And I'm Meg Coates, Joint Publisher and Head of Operations at the Treasury Today Group.
On the 16th of September, we brought together our EMEA community to celebrate women in Treasury once more with our EMEA Forum. We heard from senior decision makers at some of the region's largest corporations, understanding what is important to them and enjoying the opportunity to interact with many of them. My panelists on the day were Kemi Balarin, Head of Treasury Europe for GXO Logistics, Yang Zhu, Senior Vice President, Global Treasurer and Corporate Development at Kraft Heinz, Cara Savas, European Regional Head of Sales for Global Banking Clients, Global Liquidity and Cash Management at HSBC, and Priyanka Rath, Head of Global Liquidity Product Solutions Specialist, Treasury Services at JP Morgan.
To me, diversity extends beyond ethnicity, physical ability, gender, sexual orientation, religion, marital status, etc. These are dimensions that are generally used to differentiate groups of people. To me, diversity extends to bringing together people with diversity of thoughts, points of view, education, interests, skills, and life experiences, which is what brings value to any organization. To me, both diversity and inclusion goes hand in hand, and one cannot separate one from another. So to me, diversity is the mix, and inclusion is making the mix work. To me, diversity is a means to more innovation and collaboration, better and higher performances. But then diversity cannot be achieved without inclusion.
Diversity for me is everyone, regardless of where we come from, what the color of our skin, which gender that we have, and what thought process and way of approaching a problem is. We have the equal weight to contribute with our uniqueness, and we have a fair voice, and we have a seat on the table at all times.
Giving everyone a chance, regardless of where they come from, how they look, what they believe, giving everybody a voice and a chance to be heard and contribute.
Diversity is a way of life. It is enabling an inclusive, nurturing environment where each individual brings their entire self, their whole self to work or play. Irrespective of their gender, culture, race, or background, each individual is proud of and feels 100% comfortable in their own skin to contribute and express themselves to their fullest potential, always.
Firstly, I would like to express my profound gratitude to the Treasury Today's team for providing this laudable platform that showcases women in Treasury. Initiatives such as Women in Treasury increases our visibility as women in the world of corporate treasury that is typically male-dominated. These women-focused initiatives also help the pipeline for aspiring upcoming women on the art of what is achievable. If we need to move the dial on a very important second half of the population, then we need to be seen and we need to be heard. These women-focused initiatives encapsulate the two key aspects of representation: serving as a platform to be seen, serving as a platform to be heard. I have a favorite statement: you can only be what you see. These women-focused initiatives bring the visuals to representation. I liken these initiatives to a political campaign where political parties campaign to maintain and increase constituents' seats. These initiatives enable us recruit and refresh a strong pipeline flow of talented women, a flourishing pool of women ready to advance, to replace retiring women or women that choose to take time off to start a family. So these women-focused initiatives such as Treasury Today's Women in Treasury provide us with a platform to support each other spotlight and solution issues that impact us as women, provide us with a forum to also network and build strong relationships. As they say, people tend to gravitate towards individuals with whom they can identify or have common interests. These initiatives can also offer a roadmap that allows the upcoming generation of women understand how to align and advance their career goals.
I believe the initiatives such as Women in Treasury is personally important for me because as we observe, there are still a lot of unconscious bias. There's still a massive underrepresentation in our profession. I always believe that the success factors, the drive, the ambition, the dedication, the grit, has no gender difference whatsoever. Therefore, a group of us, we have to do something. We have to demonstrate that this is the case. We have to foster an environment where diversities are celebrated. We have to foster a movement where everyone is truly treated equal, and we can make a difference.
I think initiatives like Women in Treasury are really important because they provide an opportunity for people to network with each other, to learn from each other, and really to connect with role models that have a shared experience to themselves.
They are very important indeed, as they foster a forum, not just to showcase the best upcoming talent in the industry, but also bring together women from various backgrounds, different skill sets and competencies. They create a sense of community like no other to inspire an entire younger generation of women who can look at the senior leaders and go, if those senior women can do it, so can I. And it's also an opportunity for senior women to build a lasting legacy of their own, to inspire and create future leaders. There is widespread acknowledgement now of the importance of having more senior women in organizations. Representation matters, and it is why forums such as these, where we invest and build and grow, that we create a stronger, better, brighter future.
I find inspiration in a variety of people and things. My personal inspirations, however, are my parents and my strong maternal lineage. My father was a university professor who taught me the value of a good reputation, credibility, and integrity. I also learned my work ethics from my dad. My mother was an educationist who later ventured into owning a supermarket. She was industrious, she was hardworking. She was the mother of continuous learning, the mother of resilience, and the mother of reinvention. She overcame a few adversities in her life and bounced back. Mom taught me to stay focused. She taught me to be goal-oriented, regardless of the obstacles in the way. My strong maternal lineage, from my mother to my grandmother to my great-grandmother, taught me kindness, generosity, and how to serve and be served. Lessons from my parents and my maternal lineage live on in my life. These were voices through my life. And what inspires me professionally is to be an inspiration for people around me.
There are two types of leaders that I admired most and I resonated most. Number one, who explained me not only the what, but why. Who guided me and inspired me with a bigger purpose and let me have the creativity and dedication and sense of responsibility to deliver the what. Second type of leaders who believed in me even more so than I believed myself, gave me a platform, an opportunity to do things that I thought I was not even ready for.
Professionally, I'm inspired by many people, and mostly I'm inspired by the characteristic of those with courage. Right now, I'm really inspired by Marcus Rashford. I look at all that he's done throughout lockdown to help alleviate child food poverty, and now continuing with his work around reading and bringing books to children that mightn't have that advantage. I think it would have been very easy for him to leave his past behind and stick to the glamorous world of football, but I think he's so inspirational that he's trying to bring others out of that environment where he himself grew up.
Ooh, that's a really tough one because the list is long, so bear with me. Let me start at home. My grandmother and mother, strong, inspiring women who broke barriers in their own time to pursue their calling. I'm massively inspired by the leadership styles of Indra Nooyi, the ex-CEO of PepsiCo, and Jacinda Ardern, also Sheryl Sandberg. I'm also very fortunate to be in a firm like JP Morgan with some fantastic role models around me, like Mariana Lake, Jen Pipsack, Mary Edos. Throughout my career, I have been very fortunate to work with some fantastic, super talented women and men all throughout who have inspired me in many different ways. Not to forget our clients, many of whom are accomplished women treasurers in their own right. And finally, last but not never the least, the fantastic business of JP Morgan Wholesale Payments and my team who inspire me to keep going, to carve out my own niche, to enable others, to find new paths, hopefully enabling a future where diversity is no longer an initiative. It is the way of life. It is how we exist and live.
We are really looking forward to the next phase of our Women in Treasury initiative as we launch our Within Digital Hub, an online platform providing our community with resources,